So I'm happy with this. I have to put aside 25% of my income. Wow. Alright, so here we go. This is just an assumption for sake of argument, by the way. So here we go. Here's this, and then we're going to get this number to be towards, and this to be 25%. So we're going to come over here and say, let's make this, put $100 a month. So 21%. Put another, let's put $200 a month. You can put a lot of money into your Roth IRA. So 25%. Wow. So 400 of our own dollars plus 200 of our employer dollars gives us 25%. So that's what's going to happen. The downside, though, is now we have to fill up the void of a $362 deficit. So that's one scenario you can go through. Really simplistic. This assumes that you don't have any Social Security, you have no pension. In terms of like you work for the state, you tend to get a pension where they give you some amount of money every month. Another thing you can do with this is you can, let's assume you don't have to have as much money to live on. So if you have, say, Social Security or you have a pension, then you can have that supplement some of your income. So you may only need to say 80% of your current income. And if you can live on 80% of your current income right now, that gets you, that's wonderful. So let's go ahead and knock it back a little bit to where now we're back to 24 years old. Will that be enough? That makes it 102. Let's see if we can retire a little bit earlier. Say we're going to say 68 when we retire. Oh, wrong number, sorry. Now we're about 97, so we're going to keep playing around with this. So everything is in the calculations here. The idea is that when you are like right now trying to plan out your future, know what you're getting yourself into. Maybe in 20 years, having cable TV, for example, isn't as good a benefit as you think it might be. So before we go, let's go ahead and do a quick summary of the main points of the video. The first is that you want to have a plan for your money. That plan is typically called a budget, and it's critical if you want to have good financial success in your life. The second is going to be to have a budget that takes into account the short, the medium, and long-term expenses that are going to come up. You will have short-term expenses, the things you pay for every day or every week, such as food, gasoline, rent, and so on. You will have medium expenses, such as like medium term, such as when your roof falls apart, or you have to fix a transmission in your car, those type of things. Then you have a long-term expenses dealing with things like retirement. If you want to get a better feel for how you're doing for retirement, go online to Google, type in retirement calculators. You have a lot to choose from, and just use those as an aid to figure out how much you need to be saving right now, so that in the future you'll be able to retire and be very comfortable. The third thing is to create a personal allowance. This will help keep you accountable, and will also help you able to buy things guilt-free. That way you can go and you can buy it as a treat to yourself because you know you've earned it, because you're saving money where you're supposed to. Which then goes to the fourth thing. My father, who was a wise man, told me over and over again growing up, son, save your money. So the best thing you can do is to save your money. Don't buy things you don't have to buy. But in the meantime, when you get your paycheck, if you can through your work, get them to auto draft some money from your paycheck to put into a retirement account, such as your work-related 401k. And that way, in say 15, 20 years, or however long when you retire, then you'll have a large amount of money waiting for you. Well, that wraps everything up. Thank you for listening. I wish you the best.